about 3 TED Talks that I saw some days ago, and they talk about decision making. I'm not going to say formal statistics or scientific language because I want this to be simple. So I chose decision making because it's one of today's most important aspects to take in consideration. Because of all the social media and all the social pressure that we suffer as teenagers and adolescents today, I wanted to make this topic to be so interesting and explain it because it has a lot of importance. So the first TED Talk said that each decision we make depends on the perspective and the vision we have towards it. For example, let's suppose that your mother asks you today, what do you want to eat? Either sushi or pizza. Since the moment you were asked to choose between those options, you unconsciously already took the option. Why? Because our decisions are based on our experiences and on how and what we daily live. So that's why you must avoid to feel responsible for each decision you need to make. Because it depends always on your perspective and your vision. You don't have to be worried about each decision you take because sometimes that decision doesn't depend on you. The second video talked about making decisions by your own. It talked about a study that was done to children, and they told them to draw and to have activities, doing them by themselves and doing them by what their mothers told them. And they achieved more successful results when they do activities by themselves, which means that when you need to make decisions, you should take them by your own. Well, maybe you could ask for advice for another person, but that doesn't mean that you need to take the decision that the other person told you to make. You should make decisions by your own because that way you are sure to satisfy your own interests and meet your own expectations. The third video talks about temptation, which means that in each decision we face day by day, we face also temptations. And it doesn't mean that if we face a temptation, we should give up toward that decision. It means that with self-responsibility, we need to be resilient people who fight for what they want and not think that there are difficult or easy decisions. They all have pros and cons, and that does not mean that you need to give up when you see a difficult decision in front of you, because at the end they're all the same. They will all have strengths and weaknesses, so you must not be worried about it. And these 3 videos taught me that when we need to make decisions, we need to think in ourselves, we need to take decisions by our own, and we need to analyze each of the options. I don't know if you have any questions.
How can you relate it to your life?
Well, I would suggest that in each decision you take, even if it's the most simple decision, to take in consideration both pros and cons. So you must feel confident in yourself and know that you're taking the best decision you can ever have.